Welcome to my 4:30 No Fool for Tryin Basics class. So I have with me my substitute blocks. You may or may not want some blocks for your practice today. It all just depends on how far the floor feels from you this afternoon. So I have my broth boxes instead of blocks. I'm going to take those to the top of my mat. So today's class is really about playing with the practice. We've talked about how a vinyasa flow is simply a breath and movement practice. So as long as you're breathing and you know it, then you're doing the work of the practice. It's just that the movements of the body allow us to harness that breath, that energy, that prana, and then we move a little more fluidly. But in honor of April Fool's Day, and because I'm assuming you're practicing in your home, allow yourself to really experience each pose, each moment that you're on your mat. You'll find a little more space in that play, and in that space, there's a little more freedom. So let's start on our spines and gently pull your knees toward your chest. Just lay the back body down and bring your knees up and in towards the heart. And then gently massage the spine side to side. Nice. And then come to stillness. Draw in a deep breath through the nose. Allow the chest to fill up. And then exhale, empty as you draw the forehead to the knees. And then come into constructive rest. Feet are on the mat and the knees tend to touch. Right? In this way, the small of the back, the sacrum, should feel supported by the ground. And then maybe even draw the shoulder blades together, allowing the chest to remain broad. And then just begin to notice how you've arrived on the mat. And then maybe even begin to acknowledge your surroundings. Maybe you were able to download my playlist before class started, and you can hear that in the background. Maybe you hear soft noises of your apartment or your home. Maybe the outside, you can hear a bird or cars driving past. Allowing your senses to become part and parcel of your practice right here. And then come back to your breath. And notice the depth of the inhale and the completeness of the exhale. Know that as you practice, right, if it's easier to breathe in through the nose and out of an open mouth, that's okay. If you can breathe in and out of the nose, that works too. And if you've been practicing for a while, right, begin to incorporate that ujjayi breath, that ocean sounding breath that we create with a little constriction in the back of the throat. And if ujjayi is new to you, well, then we'll start playing with it here. Again, nothing here is rigid. It's all a little playful. So then let's come into happy baby. Reach for the toes as the knees drop towards the floor on either side of the mat. Right, if as you reach for your feet, you begin to lift the low back up, then adjust where you're reaching. You can always reach the space behind the knees. You can reach the shins, right? Just feel the full measure of the back on the ground. And again, maybe you rock a little from side to side. Right? Maybe you even curl the corners of your mouth. It's a happy baby. And breathe in and breathe out. And then come to stillness. Draw in a full inhale. As you exhale, draw the knees together, forehead to knees, empty. Bring your feet back to the mat. Again, take the feet as wide as the mat. Take the arms out like a T, keeping the feet wide. Just drop your knees to the right. It's a gentle spinal twist here. You also feel a little stretch on the ad and abductors of the legs, the inner and outer thighs. And then inhale, come through the center. And then take the knees to the opposite side. And breathing in. And breathing out. And then inhale through the center. Let's draw both knees back towards the chest. Again, forehead to knees. So notice that each inhale is an expansion and the exhale is a contraction. And then you're going to roll from the back to the front of the mat. And we're going to come into a tabletop pose. So roll yourself up to your seat and then bring your knees to the mat. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Take a moment, feel the stability of the pose. For some of us, that means the toes are curled under. Right? And then we're going to drop the belly, again, just rolling with the breath on the inhale, and exhale, arch the spine. Cat pose, again, inhale, drop the belly, and exhale around the back. Right? This is a nice time to play with that ujjayi breath, that ocean sounding breath. It's also time to feel a little more movement in the hips. You can kind of roll them from side to side. Same with the shoulders. Right, tucking the chin. Right, really playing with that arch of the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Just a few more here. Inhale. And exhale. This might feel good here on a mid-afternoon, just allowing any stress and tension to literally roll off the back. Let's pause in cat pose. Walk the hands a little closer to the knees, tucking that chin. Pull the breath between the shoulder blades. And then gently lower the left palm down. Inhale the right arm towards the sky. Take the right arm underneath and through, threading the needle. The left arm draws forward and you pull a nice deep breath behind that left shoulder blade. You relax the jaw. Again, this is a nice time to part the lips so that the chin can shift left and right. And then draw the left arm back. Inhale the right arm towards the sky. And then switch right palm below the nose. Inhale that left arm and dive this arm under and through. And take that right arm forward. Allowing yourself some time to appreciate these new surroundings. especially if you're not used to practicing yoga at all, or if you're used to practicing in a studio. On an inhale, take that left arm up. Again, just recognize the benefit of being home. And again, maybe, practicing in your PJs or your sweatpants, showered, unshowered, just, again, there's a freedom that we can access at home where you can really play with poses and play with how you show up. And so lift your hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. And again, just drawing a breath in and adding a little movement. So inhale, feel the hips lift high. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the nose. And then come back to down dog. Exhale the left knee to the nose. Down dog. Right knee to the nose. Down dog. Inhale, left knee in. Down dog, just warming up our core. Right knee in. Inhale, left knee in. Down dog. Right knee in, stay here, really hollow the belly, create an arch to the back like cat. Breathe in and then gently lower the right knee down. Supported side plank as you lift the left side body up. Right, now the shoulder blades are gonna hug together as the head falls back, and then enliven that lifted arm, really reaching through the palm, taking the left arm over the ear. Breathe in and bringing the left palm down. Drawing the right knee back towards the nose. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Another yoga truth is that what we do on one side, we do on the other. This is what creates balance. So breathing in, feeling the hips lift up. Exhale, draw the left knee towards the nose, hollow the belly, round the back, and then gently the left knee towards the ground. Supported side plank, this time the right arm lifts up, pressing through the right foot, taking the right arm up, and then over the ear. Again, noticing space between the rib cage. Breathe in. Breathe out, and then gently the right palm comes down. Draw the left knee back towards the nose. Nice. Use your core, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, lift your heels up, look forward, see where you're going. Step feet to hands, take as many steps as you need. This is where I will use my blocks. You can bring your hands to blocks or whatever you're using for blocks. You can also bring your hands to your shins or even your hip creases. On an inhale, you're gonna lift halfway. The shoulder blades draw together and the hips slide back. Exhale, gently fold. Again, inhale, lift halfway. Keep your feet on the mat, chest forward, hips back. Exhale, fold. Yeah, so feet on the mat, but the toes are easy. Again, inhale, lift halfway, chest forward. See if you can lift the toes off the ground. Nice. Exhale, fold forward. Nice. Now you're going to rise all the way up on the in-breath, lifting the arms above the head. Catch the left wrist, take a bend to the right. And then inhale through the middle. Catch the right wrist, take a bend to the left. Inhale through the center. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. We'll move through this half sun salute, halfway lengthen. Again, hands to blocks. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, moving with the inhale. Let's take those side bends, just shaking off the day. Inhale through the middle, side bend left. Inhale through the middle. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Again, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And a third time, inhale, rise up, just feeling your way in. Again, feel free to exaggerate anywhere. Inhale through the middle. Take it to the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to take that left leg and step it to the back of the mat, coming to a low lunge. The knee can always be dropped. You can always fold the mat over if you need a little cushion. Keeping the left toes curled under. Inhale, let's reach the arms above the head. Nice. We call this Anjaneyasana or crane pose. Feel that inner left leg and inner right leg pulling towards one another. Draw the ribs back. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the palms to the ground. Slide the hips back to a runner's lunge. Little bend in that right knee. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Nice. Crawl the hands forward. Lift that back knee up if it's down, if it's on the mat. And then step back to a downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right, down dog is where we reset. It's like home base. So on an inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise, reach. Let's take those side bends. Through the middle. Exhale, left. Inhale through the center. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway and fold. Again, low lunge. Step that right leg back. Right, and so you feel a little distance here between that back heel and the front knee. Bring the right knee down. Again, cushion the knee by folding the mat. Keeping the toes curled under, lift up. Crane pose, Anjaneyasana. Pressing through the front foot. Feel both inner legs pull towards one another. Right? Keep a strong connection to the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Again, filling the lungs. Exhale, fold forward. Coming into that runner's lunge, lengthening that front leg. Lift the chest forward. Exhale, fold. Right, and then just soften into the edges. Right, just let it be yoga. Right, breath and movement. We're just trying something new, something to harness some energy. Right, just creating a little more space for creativity. Nice. Walk the hands forward, framing that front foot. Lift the right knee up. Step the left leg back, downward facing dog. This time, inhale, lead with the chest, high plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your knees, lower your chest, and then lower your chin. Come all the way down. Feel the palms aligned with the chest. And then draw the shoulder blades back and press the pelvis down. Press through the mat as you lift the heart. Low cobra. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. We're going to do that again. Feeling the palms, feeling the pelvis, feeling the tops of the feet even. Pressing down to lift the heart, low cobra. Now try this. Float the hands about an inch off the ground. Let that power come from the legs rooting down, right? And that innate lift to the heart and the strength to the back. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the palms, lower the chest. Slide back to a child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. The heart, the head, rest on the mat. Roll the forehead left and right. Nice. On an inhale, recommit palms to the ground. Breath to lungs. Know that you can always stay here, right? Or Let's move back into downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, take your feet to the top of the mat. Lift halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms nice and tall. Sit back to a chair pose. Right, again, anchoring through the heels. Let's take the feet hips distance apart. It creates a stronger, not stronger, but maybe a more stable foundation. Right, we're gonna add some gentle twists here. So draw the palms to heart center. Breathe in and then exhale, left elbow, left thigh bone, press through the palms, take the eyes over the right elbow. Breathe in, breathe out. And then inhale, unwind. And then right elbow, right thigh. Take that twist. Keep drawing the navel up and back. Take the eyes over the left elbow. Breathe in, breathe out. And then inhale, unwind, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Plant hands, come back to a high plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, lower knees, lower chest, lower chin. And inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release. Slide back, child's pose. Just for a moment, breathe in, breathe out. We're gonna lift ourselves up and come to your sits bones. Cobbler's pose. Feet will come to touch and the knees are gonna fall open. At the end of practice, it's common to hold poses for a little longer. Right, so the body and the mind are a little bit ready for that commitment. So the heels, the closer to the body, the more intense the stretch. So you can always take the heels further away from you. You can always bring a blanket below your sits bones as well if you want to boost your bottom. But feel the chest lift up and breathe a full breath in. And then as you exhale, gently hinge from the hips and then stop where you stop and then drop the chin. And continue that playful connection with the idea of surrender, of just letting go. Staying curious, see where things land. Not controlling anything. The only thing you're directing right here is the breath. And then inhale, begin to gently lift yourself back upright. Gently take the legs forward and begin to shake them out a little bit. We're going to come back to our spine. So turn your spine to the ground. And again, draw your knees towards the chest. Again, maybe rock a little side to side. And then come to stillness. Bringing the feet wide. Take the arms out like a T. Again, that modified spinal twist. And noticing the breath and its ability to slide along the spine. And then come in through the center. Take the knees to the opposite side. Breathing in. And breathing out. And inhale through the middle. Gently let the knees fall to touch, feet on the mat, spine on the ground, maybe a palm to the heart, one to the belly. Now let any conscious breath effort go. And just notice how you feel. And notice again the sensations, the sounds within you. And begin to sense the world around you, the noises of the home, the world outside. We're all individual, but yet utterly connected. Stay here in your final rest as long as you can, as long as you can take in this space and time for you to breathe, to heal. If 30 minutes is all the time you have, then again, bring your knees towards your chest. Rest on one side. And then press yourself up to an easy seat. Taking time to gather the practice. The rootedness of the sits bones. The lift of the heart. And the clarity of the mind. Thank you so much for taking some time to share your practice with me. It's an honor to be here with you. Any questions, let me know. Namaste.